Hi guys, and welcome to the Ace Tanker for the T-60, one of the Tier 2 Russian light tanks. I say one of them because there are a couple. There's also the T-26. The T-70 is the more recent introduction into the game. And I rebought this tank after recently getting the BT-2 Ace Tanker in my quest to finish all the low-tier Russian tanks and complete them with Ace Tankers. First time round, I just played through this tank as quickly as possible just to grind to the next one, and consequently, I did that with a lot of the low-tier Russians and missed the Ace Tankers, so I've had to go back and relearn how to play this tank, and boy, this tank is a turd. Yes, I had forgotten how bad this tank was. It's quite nice looking, it actually looks quite sleek, it has sloped armor, but it is an absolutely horrible tank to play. For some reason, I was constantly getting into Tier 3 games as the bottom tier, Tier 2, so the matchmaking doesn't seem to be very kind to it. Also, it's a light tank that is slow. It is very, very slow. It is very, very sluggish. The armor isn't very thick. It's only got 30 millimeters of armor on the front, and I forget what the sides and rear are, but pretty much no armor on sides or rear. The turret is mounted on the left of the tank, which makes side scraping around right hand corners very, very, very difficult, and even side scraping around left hand corners is very difficult in this tank simply because you don't have any side armor. So it's a light tank that's incredibly sluggish. Its view range is very, very average at 300, and I was struggling. I'll freely admit it took me about 9 games in a row to actually pick up the Ace Tanker in this Tier 2 tank. I find that a little bit embarrassing, but it was a difficult night. I went back on my decision to play low tier games late at night when teams are full of puppy kickers, but yeah, I logged in just close to midnight and ended up playing probably close to about 10 games in a row before picking up the Ace Tanker, but I wasn't going to go to bed without it. So here we go. We are here on Malinovka. It's a 53%er, and it's an all Tier 2 game. So this is one of the first all Tier 2 games I managed to get myself into in the T-60. So I'm planning to do some scouting. So as you can see, it's a light tank, but it's fairly sluggish. So I'm just going to head down to one of my favorite spotting bushes. Don't know whether it's going to be viable anymore with the new map changes coming in 9.0. But there we go, PZ1 in the middle. I reckon I'm far enough away from their spawn to actually take a shot, but he dies before I decide to. We've got team killers, unfortunately. 2 of our team have just TK'd each other. So we're down 2 tanks already. And I've advanced, I'm in the spotting position, and I've let my binocs kick in. I go for a risky shot there, and I'm tunnel visioning. As I say, it's very late at night. I've played about 10 games in a row, and I failed to spot the PZ-35T over to my left, and take a couple of shots at a time when he might actually have spotted me. So, silly play by me. T-18 advancing across the middle, and I'm bouncing on his side. The gun is okay. Actually, the aim time is another reason this tank sucks. So, okay. Unfortunately, the PZ-35T had moved back up to the bush and spotted me, so I pull back into a dip and continue to try and get some damage done. And again, a tank dies before I can kill him. Okay, so RT is spotted. And again, look at that long aim time for a Tier 2. So alpha damage is poor, aim time is poor. Need to get this guy out of here. He is constantly spotting me. Mistimed that shot. He was moving faster than I thought. And then he stops. So he's giving me the side of his turret. And there we go. So I'll move forward to the bush again and let my binocs kick in. So 262 damage and 2 kills. So fairly average game so far. But considering how poor this tank is, I consider this a successful game at this point. So my team are advancing. I'm going to let them try and get spots. So T7 in the open. And we bounce. And thankfully secure the kill. T18 in the distance. Good ram kill on our T18. But I'm going to have a very difficult time penning him from this angle. As you can see, I'm bouncing. Gun isn't that accurate either. But we do manage to track him. And if we can just land a shot on his sloped armor in front, we can kill him. But I switch to premium. And there we go. He dies before I can put a shot in. So switch back to normal ammo. Panzerjäger in the distance. Again, gun is not that accurate. 3 enemy tanks left. I'm on 3 kills. 327 damage. I need to secure a couple more kills and do a little bit more damage, and I reckon I'm fairly close to the ace tanker. So I advance across the open field. Hint of a shot. That goes in. Kill number 4. We know that the enemy arty was last spotted over in the forest, so I'm heading that direction. He's just been respotted. Aim, 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 aim. Miss that shot. And do a whole 7 damage for kill number 5. So unfortunately, our team has started to cap. And I've got 2 choices. I'm thinking about it now. Do I go for cap points, or do I try and hunt down that last Panzerjäger? He could be anywhere. So I decide to go for the safer option and go for cap points. I'll sit on this side of the cap just in case he is in the forest and decides to come back and try and save cap. But nope, I made the right decision. He has gone up to our cap. And I'm just going to start firing blindly in his general direction. Now, I may have hit him there. I actually don't know. I fired and the cap stopped. But nope, he's on full health. And we cap out before I get another shot. So, not fantastic, but that's what you need to do to get the ace tanker in the T-60. And believe me, it is a lot harder than that looked. This tank dies very, very, very quickly. It's slow. The gun isn't very good, and I just had a nightmare driving this. As I say, about 10 games in a row to try and get the ace tanker, and every single one of them was pain and misery compounded inside an armored shell. So we finished top on XP with 699, 390 damage with 5 kills. There you go, that's what you need for the ace tanker on the T-60. Fired 38 shots, 22 hits, only 14 penetrations. That's how bad the gun can be on this. We did 301 damage upon detecting, which probably just carried us over into the ace tanker, over the ace tanker boundary. We detected 6 enemy tanks, damaged 8, destroyed 5. And did 28 base capture points. We earned 10,000 credits and 1,048 XP with a premium account. It was not my first game of the day. In fact, it was about my 10th on that particular tank, but there we go. As I say in the description, continuing the quest to get all the low-tier Russian ace tankers. So as soon as I finished this game, I sold this tank and moved on to the next tank in the list, which was the Tier 2 T-26. And I'm happy to announce I managed the ace tanker. That's the difference between the T-26 and the T-60. So I'll be bringing you the T-26 game soon. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.